Hmm. I might no, I should continue streaming. I shouldn't call this stream. Um no, wait, okay. Yeah, sorry. I know this sucks. I'll I'm like really spent on art. I'm not an artist, so I as I'm finding out like right now, I like get to a point where like if I work on art for too long, I apparently just like don't want to for like ever. I just want art to like not do anything. And it's not even that it's not. I mean, I really just need to, like because more than anything, I wanted to work on events. Because I can't work on events, everything else just is like I don't care about it. Like it's like everything else has this has just been like filed under unimportant right now until I get the events touched up. So between the combination of those two things, I just like I don't know. I just apparently all I want to do is like push a little white square around the screen right now. Which I will stop doing at some point. Wait a second. Why is wait is is it sometimes failing to accept input, or am I sometimes failing to hit the keyboard correctly? It seemed like there was like I don't know. It seemed like it was getting stuck right there. Wait, are you actually getting? No, I'm just failing to hit the keyboard correctly. All right, my fingers are cold. That's my excuse. All right. So what do you guys want me to work on? Of like all the things that I've said I might work on, is there anything in particular that you guys want to see? Because at this point, I am feeling like strongly ambivalent. So, like, if you guys really want to see art, I could work on art too. I just left to my own. I I don't know. So yeah, feel free to call the shots. uh, like I assume that like I don't know, when I like watch game dev streams, I sometimes I have like an idea of like what I'm in the mood to watch. So sometimes like I mean, I find art streams interesting. I find like uh, design streams interesting. I find like programming streams interesting. But like sometimes when I tune into some when I sit down to watch something, I'll be like, I could really go for like a good art stream right now or something like that. So if anyone watching right now has a strong preference, feel free to voice it, and like you could be the tiebreaker. I'm not saying I will definitely do whatever you say, but I just I'm like I don't know. I'm like at a crossroads. I have just you know what it is. It's I have like analysis paralysis sometimes, and I think that's like what kind of game are you creating? Right now, I'm actually not doing anything. I'm actually just sitting here going like this, and that's because I'm having difficulty deciding what to work on. Um, until like several minutes ago, or until like just now, I was working on that game that you see scrolling across the bottom of the screen. I call it Side Quest, and it's a very light text adventure game it's a very light adventure game, text based, that plays during the stream, and I've been working on that for a while, and I actually want to continue working on it, except that I've been doing a lot of art, and like I'm a little arted out. If I have to pick up my stylus again right now, it would be a bit painful. I could do it, but so then the other game that the next game that I actually was supposed to have started like a week and a half ago. The next game that I'm working on is a puzzle game. It is called well, it doesn't have a name right now. I'm calling it Ima just because I needed to name the project something. Like I needed to name the project file something. Ima is a it's like a puzzle based game. It's a puzzle game based on the color wheel actually. So what you do in Ima is you collect these little dots represent like pigment, and so whoops, I lost. the rules of the game are basically, in order to move onto a square, you have to have that color. So if you're familiar with the color wheel, you'll know that that blue plus yellow makes green. So I picked up blue, I picked up yellow, so now I'm green, and I can move on green squares. I can move on yellow squares, because green is blue plus yellow. I can move on blue squares, because green is blue plus yellow. I can't move on to orange squares, and I can't move on to purple squares. I can only move on those squares of which I have the color. If you're familiar with the color wheel, you'll know that green and red are opposites. So if I'm green and I pick up red, I actually turn back to my neutral state because they kind of cancel each other out. So the point of the game is to there's it's like a maze kind of in that there's you start in the center, and there's the crown indicates the destination. If you so I might have messed up this level. Hold on, I'll restart this level because like you can actually get it into a state where you can no longer proceed. So to get there, I need to. Oh yeah, that's what I was doing before. All right, so. Oh right, no, that was the same trap I ran into last time. I need to like in order to get through here, I need to have I either be green or purple to like get past here. Okay, so what if I went blue and I got purple? Yeah, and then okay, there we go. Yeah, so that's the point of the game. You have to these levels are procedurally generated, so right now they're a bit like some of them are really hard, some of them are too easy. And oops. Oh, here we go. Uh they're all solvable, I'm pretty sure. I think I ran into a bug once where I got a level that was impossible, or else it was just so hard that I couldn't figure out the solution. For the actual game itself, I'm planning on I want to keep like the procedurally generated mode because I already made the procedural level generator, so why not keep it? I mean, if it gets too hairy to get it ironed out, because like there are a lot of kinks with it. If it's too difficult to get it to work correctly and well, then I might scrap it. But hey, it's event time. Oh, speaking of side quests, so when I say it's event time, what I mean is that noise means that there's an event happening in side quest right now. So Trusty Bard knows the deal. Trusty Bard is as trusty as described. Yeah. Oh, see, right. So if it's not too hairy, I want to keep the procedural level generator for the final version of IMA, but then also it's possible whoa, that was a dead end. If yeah, it's possible I might just be unable to do that. The either way either way the main game basically will be hand authored, so I'm actually gonna make the levels very intentionally instead of just letting the computer haphazardly splat colors all over the place. So the other thing is like this was the first version of the game, or the original version of the game. This was I made this for a jam. The current version of the game is a little bit like I added a few things to it. For one thing, I realized that a game based around color would be difficult to play for people who are not color sighted. Like if you're not able to see the full spectrum of colors, then you might not have such a good time playing the game. So I'm making a version that uses this is like temp art, but I'm making a version that uses symbols as well, so that the game even so there's I have a testing mode where I can, or actually wait, no, I don't need to use the cheat anymore. I don't use the trick anymore because now I have I expose the variable that I can. Yeah, so the game's actually even playable in grayscale. So now it's the same rules of the game, except now instead of the color wheel, it's the icons, and it's so instead of composite colors, it's like composite icons. So like the drop icon, there's the drop icon, there's the bolt icon, and there's the waves icon. And so yeah, excuse me. So, like, sorry, pardon me. So like, if we go up here and down here, over here. Oh, yeah, here we go. Everything's in grayscale in this mode. Um, this isn't like actually the mode itself, or like excuse me. There's not actually a mode where the game is grayscale. I made this mode for testing purposes so that I can make the game playable even in grayscale. Yeah, there we go. So I might work on this hypothetically. Uh, Although, yeah, whatever I do, I'm not going to work on it for very long. Because just a heads up, I'm only streaming until. Wait, this is the wrong way. I'm cheating. I know the rules of the procedural level generator, so I can kind of discern whether the path I start on is the correct path. um. Yeah. So I. Ugh. I need to get like a whatever like part of your brain regulates yawning. I need it removed because, or like no, whatever. I just need. I don't know. I really need to like suppress that somehow. Uh, um. So yeah, man, I'm having like game dev block right now. Not really, because I'm not like creatively blocked or anything. I'm just procrastinating, maybe. I guess. I don't know. So yeah, what? No one actually answered. So are you guys just all completely ambivalent as to like what I do right now? Like no one has any preference in any regard as to hey, Andy James Adams, how are you today? Uh, hey, Andy James Adams, what should I work on? I right now, right now I'm just pushing this little white square around the screen, but that's only because I'm asking people what they want me to work on. Because I have like art stuff I could be doing right now. I have code stuff I could be doing right now. I have a little bit of everything. So if anyone has a strong preference, I don't know. I why not? Why not work on that stuff? Uh, the reason I'm blocked right, or not, I'm not blocked, but like the thing that I wanted to work on, it was really difficult for me to work on it because like when I'm just like when I'm writing stuff, I ask a lot of rhetorical questions. Like I was gonna write more events for the game for side quest, but when I write, I ask so many rhetorical questions that it was just getting really like I was getting annoyed. Yes, it. Oh wait, so IMA is for Android. Actually, if you go to the site, if you go to srsly.bz/IMA, there's actually even an Android version already. It's just the jam version of the game. It's not like the full version, but down at the bottom of the page, I'm not a good web dev, so I haven't made like the site mobile friendly yet. But like if you go here on mobile, like there is actually an Android version of the game right now. So, uh, my current project, well, that's the thing is that I have two current projects kind of, and I could be working on either of them right now, I guess. Um, so actually, they're both on screen right now. Side quest is the thing that's happening on the bottom of the screen right there, and then IMA is what's happening up here. It's this puzzle game. Maybe I'll just play IMA. Maybe I'll just play my games. I'll just I won't actually make it. No, I'm just kidding. Um, so so uh, yeah, sometimes IMA is really easy. Sometimes it's hard. The procedural level generator is very like is really all over the place. Like the difficulty curve is just not there, which is why for the real version of the game, I need to make it I need to make it I need to like hand author the levels. I need to add like the computer just can't be trusted to get a good difficulty curve. Whoa. Okay, that's easy. I was like, how do I get past the purple yellow? Uh, so, yeah. Excuse me. Yeah. So I'm so right. I made Ima in like the original version of Ima. I made it in Unity because that's what I'm most familiar with, and that's what I work quickest in. Although, oh, what remaining feature has me most excited? Yeah. So I want to work on. I think I mentioned this already. I wanted to work on events for side quest, but it turns out that that's difficult to do on stream because of all the rhetorical questions. Like I could turn off chat, I guess, and then just ask a bunch of rhetorical questions because then as long as I turn off chat, then it won't. But I don't want to turn off chat. That is the other thing. I mean, I could do that, but like I don't know. I don't think that would be a good solution. So I kind of have that like. So that's what I'm excited about, and that's what that's and so yeah, right. I want to be working on that, but because that's the thing that I'm excited about, and I realize that I shouldn't be working on it right now. Um, yeah, right. So sorry, I didn't explain the rules. Yeah, you have to. It's based on the color wheel. Oh, right. So the other thing is, I don't know if you're fully color sighted, but I'm like the jam version of the game is not very playable if you're not fully color sighted. So if so, I apologize for that. The version that I'm working on now, well, I work on it in grayscale because now. So basically, okay. Think of it as like so like there are territories, right? There are the lightning bolt territories. There are the droplet territories, and there are the wave territories. And there are also like the overlap between the two. So in order to walk on these lightning bolt, when I say lightning bolt, I mean this like weird pointy thing that is kind of lightning bolt shaped, but the art is all still temporary, so bear with me. In order to walk on these lightning bolt territories, you need a lightning bolt. In order to walk on the wave territories, you need a wave. In order to walk on the droplet territories, you need a droplet. But you can only hold two things at a time. So if you okay, so you can pick up the lightning bolt, and now I can walk on these lightning bolt territories, right? I can't walk on this. I can't move onto any of these squares because this is a lightning bolt and a droplet, and I don't have the droplet. I can't walk into this one because I don't have the droplet or the waves. So right now I just have the lightning bolt, and so I can only move on lightning bolt squares. It's a little hard to read, and so this is why I have to work on the art a lot. But like this square is a lightning bolt square, but it has a droplet on it. So now if I pick up the droplet, I now have the lightning bolt and the droplet, and so now I can walk on any square on any of the territories that are lightning bolts or droplets or lightning bolt droplets. So because I have those now, I can actually get to the crown because I had what I needed. So yeah, so that's basically the game. Well, okay, so the levels are procedurally generated right now, so this level is really easy. So the web version of the game, or like the version of the game that's online is it works the same as this game, but the version online doesn't have the symbols yet. So yeah, whoa, okay, wait. So I need the droplet because there's this alley of droplets here that I can walk down. Oh, and then I can get the bolt and get the bolt again. There we go. All right, yeah. So that's like the gist of the game. The other thing that I didn't really touch on, because for some reason waves don't show up in this version. I don't know what that's about. Like we almost never get waves. Like there's the wave territories, but there are no like waves on the map anywhere. So I don't know what that's about. Oh, sorry, that's just the thing where you can look around the map. Yeah. So the other thing is like if you have the droplet and the lightning bolt, if you pick up another droplet, you actually lose the lightning bolt. I put that in. It made more sense with color. It doesn't make as quite as much sense with these icons, but basically the gist is like like lightning bolt drop plus drop equals drop, because like at that point I don't know. Are there spaces? There are no spaces where you lose. Well, you can kind of lose at the game, because if you accidentally like take the, like oh, I actually lost at this game because like I trapped myself in. I picked up the wrong thing and now I can't escape. So you can lose, and that's what the restart button in the corner is about. That'll just start you back at the beginning of the map. There are there are also these dark squares, which are just dead squares, so you can't cross over dead squares. Uh, and Yeah. Also, there's the X. The X button restarts the game entirely, so careful with that one. But yeah, that's the game so far. And I'm thinking of porting it to hacks. Oh, right. And the reason I started talking about that is because the nice thing about Unity is that you can port to Android really simply. Um, the nice thing about hacks is that you can also port to Android really simply. Apparently, I haven't tried it yet, but I'm told that maybe not simply, but you can. Like if you make a game in hacks, apparently like it's entirely feasible to deploy it on Android as well. So that's kind of why I chose to work like that. Um, so yeah, what the what? I mean, at this point, honestly at this point I'm kind of just wasting time because no one really said what they'd really want to see. So I assume that means that I can do whatever I want, and you guys will be totally interested regardless of what I do. Sorry, I'm not actually going anywhere. I'm just gonna lean off screen for a second. Uh, so so I oh man, it's at the point now where like no matter what I do, I'm not gonna accomplish much. Like I have 25 minutes. What can I do in 25 minutes? What can I do in 25 minutes? uh, I mean that's an arbitrary deadline. I can have more than 25 minutes if I need it. But at this point, like I don't need any time because I have like nothing. I have nothing to do. If you guys were my boss, I would be thrilled because you guys are not at all demanding. You guys are really easy to please. Which is great. I'm just gonna sit here and move this square on the screen for a minute, and there's no one who can stop me. um, this is hacks here. This is hacks Flixel, and uh, why are find out why waves are so rare. Well, so the other thing is that whether I work in Unity or in hacks, I'm probably going to rewrite it from scratch. And so I can actually tell you the reason waves are so rare is because well, I don't have like a very specific answer for you, except that game is so full of bugs. The only reason I continued working on the jam version of the game is because um, the only reason I continued working on the jam version of the game was to get the visual prototyping for the symbols, because it like believe it or not, it's actually taken me a while to get these symbols to look right. But yeah, I don't actually plan on this. Like this isn't the game. This is like the prototype of the game basically. And then I'm gonna make the game proper. And when I make the game proper, it's actually just gonna work correctly. I did a lot of hacky things for the purpose of the jam, because the jam wasn't even very long. I only had like 28 hours. Like I had a little bit longer than that, but I only had that much time because I pulled an overnighter, and the jam was like hosted at like this office space, but we didn't have the offices overnight, so we started the jam on Saturday, and then at the end I worked on it all day. At the end of the day, I went home, and it took me like an hour to get home, and I like had something to eat. And then I did an all-nighter, and then I went back to the offices the next day. Yeah. Uh, so the reason that the waves don't show up is because if you if you if you want to make a game, if you want to finish a game in just a matter of that amount of time, then you're gonna end up with some bugs. Is why the waves don't show up. So then the other thing that I mentioned before is that I want so yeah the last time I was working on this project, one of the things that irked me was that I tried out a few ways to like load in data. Like I have it. I'm gonna put the color back in for a second. Sorry, don't mind me. Uh, yeah, because I want to hand make levels. I don't want to use the random level generator for at least not everything. Maybe some things, but like not everything. And so in order to in order to get that, in order to make the levels by hand, oops, wow, this level's hard. In order to make the levels by hand, I need some way to, oh, there we go. I need some way to, like, alter that data. I need some way to, like, somewhere for the game to, like, read in the data that I write. But, like, last time I tried that, like, Unity was, like, really not cooperating. It was like doing some really unimpressive things, which is a little frustrating. Um, but again, like once I've rewritten the project, like, well, no, actually, no, that rewriting the project actually isn't going to help there because that's like a thing that I'm actually going to solve at some point. So three types, like three colors. There are only three primary colors. And yeah, it gets difficult. This game gets really difficult. Because the I don't know if you noticed, but the other thing is the color of the field changes based on your color. So like if you so there's like kind of an advantage to having to like I turned orange, right, and so now I can pass over yellow or red, but I'm also painting the field orange, which means that if I'm anything but orange, like I can no longer pass over those squares. So the cool thing that you can do with that, like the random level generator doesn't really do it, but the cool thing you can do with that is if you have the character like have to like backtrack and trace over the path that they've already laid, the path is going to be changing color as they move. So yeah, I don't think the game definitely doesn't need any more complexity. So yeah, and then there's the fact that it's based around the color wheel. Yeah. So get someone to add more colors to the color wheel, and then I'll consider it. But actually, I should mention that this is an independent project that I'm working on. So I actually don't take suggestions, and I don't mean to sound like a jerk, but it's actually helpful for me if we, because I can't accept suggestions, it's actually really helpful if people like just refrain from making suggestions altogether, which is actually the reason that I'm having difficulty working on events, or the reason it would be the reason it would be difficult for me to work on events right now, because like when I'm writing stuff, I ask myself rhetorical questions, and it sounds like I'm asking questions. I mean, because I am kind of technically, except that to me, I'm like asking questions in order to prompt my like a response for myself. But yeah, no, when I'm streaming, it sounds like I'm literally asking questions, and that's really, it just doesn't work, frankly. I I don't know how I'm gonna get past that, because like I do want to, like I stream basically everything I do, but like maybe it's just like that's one thing that I can't stream, I guess. I don't know. Again, I'm asking myself rhetorical questions. But yeah, I don't know. So good job, Dave's Flash. Those 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 kitties have been up in a tree for so long. Oh, they're scared. They're scared and they're cold. Sorry, I was just talking about The side quest, the thing that we see scrolling across the bottom of the screen there. Um, yay, I win. so, yeah. Uh, um, I might call the stream soon, I guess. I don't really have like many options at this point. Or rather, I mean, I have to. I'm planning on wrapping up soon, anyways. So, wait. Oh, wait. Oh, I'm an idiot. I didn't have to wrap up the stream at 4 today. I had to wrap up the stream at 5. Right? Because I don't actually. Yeah, no, I'm an idiot. Oh man. But I said I was gonna wrap up at 4, and then I've been like just wasting a bunch of time now. So I'll probably wrap it up at 4, anyways. I might. I mean, I might even wrap it up a little bit early. Because I I don't know. I guess I've done my due as a streamer. Everyone seems like super thrilled with everything I've done so far. So yeah, I might oof today. Today. What did I even really accomplish today? Well, I added the thing about leveling up. That was kind of nice. Yeah, man. Boo. Boo me. I'm a lame wad, I guess. And I apologize, but I think I'm gonna call it. Ugh. Oh, whoa, it's snowing outside. That is great. That's just icing on the cake. Because now what I have going on later today is probably gonna get canceled. Great. So I'm probably gonna shut down the stream and I don't know. Maybe I might work on quests offline or something. Like work on events offline because like I just don't know. Uh, all right, so sorry for the anticlimactic ending there, but I I'm usually on track, and I will get on track for tomorrow, so that when I stream again, it's not as meandering and pointless. So thank you for everyone who's watched. The last thing I'm gonna do before I end the stream is I'm gonna find another streamer who's online that we can uh, invade. I guess I don't know. I don't even know if anyone's gonna be online, but I like to look for other streamers who are doing it right, who are doing well, and who uh, who are worth checking out. So that because like at the end of my stream, it's like why not like kick it over to someone cool uh, instead of just like going offline. Like that's boring. Just like going offline. All right, found one. Yeah, so thanks to everyone for tuning in. I hope you all have a wonderful whatever time of day it is where you are, and I hope to see you all again in the near future. Until tomorrow, if you're gonna be around tomorrow, I should be around tomorrow unless something tragic happens. So I hope to see you then. Have a wonderful. I already said that. Have a wonderful whatever time of day it is. Bye, bye, bye. Thanks for tuning in. You guys, super cool, fun times forever. Yay! Bye, bye. All right, so now I'm just waiting for stream delay, and then I will type in the command to kick it over to yeah, wonder if that works. Oops. Oh, and then I will stop streaming.